Let's watch something about robots. I'm totally freaking lost there. I'm like, what the hell is this guy even talking about? You had me at robots, and then he brought out the little droids, and I'm like, okay, this is... We're watching robots.
We've been working on humanoids for more than a decade at Boston Dynamics, always keeping a close watch.
Oh, this is Boston. Is this so? Is Hyundai? One second. Is Hyundai a member of Boston Dynamics? Because we've seen the Boston Dynamics robots before. Those are the ones that can like jump on boxes and shit.
Would fall into place to make it truly commercially viable. The rapid advancements in AI over the past few years are the piece that we needed, and that moment is finally here. Now it's time to officially take Atlas out of the lab. So for the first time ever in public, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Atlas to the stage.
Well, 1 second. Elidum Andy says he invented the floppy disk. Is that true? No way that's true, Andy. The CEO of NVIDIA invented the floppy disk? That can't be true. Are you flopping me around?
So
oh, great.
See,
a robot
Atlas
that does
really
interpretive dance.
The way that we show in our videos online. And we get tons of questions about this. Zach, while we have everyone here, do you want to provide a little bit of insight into how we made that decision?
I mean,
he's like walking like Stone Cold Steve Austin coming down the aisle.
For the most stable, efficient way to get up, and it turns out this is it.
The other question we get all the time is how Atlas is moving. How is Atlas moving today?
So in normal operation, Atlas is fully autonomous on a job site, but today, Sarvesh, one of our FAEs, is piloting Atlas on the stage, giving it really simple instructions like forwards and backwards.
Hey, Mr. Lala.
Things simple. This is
I think Mr. Lala's been here the whole time. What's up, Lala?
And as you can see, its walk is pretty natural and pretty smooth. We've partnered with our sister organization, the Robotics and AI Institute, to push the limits on natural walking just for this performance. And I think we've done something really special. We've also been at this robotics thing for a while, and we've learned that there's more to it than just copying nature. We can pick the best parts of what nature has to offer and do better in others. So as you can see, Atlas here has joints that can move 360 degrees. This lets Atlas move even more efficiently than humans, particularly in manufacturing environments where every second counts. We've also designed Atlas's head and face very purposefully. We want folks working with Atlas to know that Atlas is a helpful robot, not a person.
Seeing Atlas live in action for the first time is wildly exciting.
I mean, this is pretty fucking cool. Look at that ass.
Industrial work is even more compelling. We recently took this robot down to the Hyundai Motor Group Metaplant America to have Atlas test in a real
that is insane, the way that it can walk. We cover robots here pretty regularly. We've never seen a robot walk like this.
Manufacturing facility where we performed autonomous material handling tasks. We proved that humanoids could be viable in a real-world application. And
walks
we
better than Biden since campfire.
We took back to Boston to make our product even better.
The version of Atlas that you're seeing here is just a research prototype that we've been using for a couple years to understand the system. But we've been hard at work on making
Atlas
the actual
Shrug, that's right, Outlaw
version of
Dogs.
Atlas. I can confidently say that this product version of Atlas is the best and actually simplest robot that we have ever built.
Was that a Nazi salute, Zero?
Why don't we actually show you what it's going to look like?
And now it's going to fly! No fucking way. It's going to do Tai Chi. I thought it was going to do Tai Chi for a second.
Now, obviously, this is a static display robot.
That's not as impressive.
We just couldn't pry the actual production samples out of our engineers' hands at the lab this week. So we're going to be showing you videos of that robot in the coming weeks.
Oh, yeah, sure you are.
This product generation of Atlas surpasses any other enterprise-grade humanoid. This robot has 56 degrees of freedom, mostly with fully rotational joints, and it has human-scale hands with tactile sensing in the fingers and palms for dexterous manipulation. Atlas's 360-degree cameras see in all directions, so it understands when people are approaching, which is part of our holistic safety concept. Atlas is also strong. It can lift up to 110 pounds and reach up to 7.5 feet in the air. Atlas is also water resistant. In real industrial environments, robots need to undergo washdowns, and it can operate at its full capabilities, including strength between minus
Well, look at that, Brad. You're out of a job.
4 and 104 degrees
These
Fahrenheit.
robots will be building
It's
the
going to
ice
be
wall
easy
from
to
now
teach
on.
Atlas new tasks. Most can be trained in less than a day. Atlas can perform these tasks at a reliable, consistent pace for about 4 hours using its dual swappable batteries. And when they run low, Atlas navigates back to its charging station and
Stupid
swaps
robots,
its own
I'm so
batteries,
fucked,
getting
says
right
Brad.
back to work. Finally, Atlas robots share intelligence. Through our Orbit platform, once one
Start streaming,
Atlas
Brad.
learns a skill, it can be shared with any other Atlas.
These industry-leading specs, along with our industry-leading foundation models, allow Atlas to take on challenging tasks. Tasks that Atlas will do autonomously on its own from day one, assisting people and prioritizing a collaborative, human-centric approach. And as we continue to build out our general-purpose technology,
What is this
our
jacket?
customers will be able to use our Orbit software to teach Atlas new and specialized skills. Do you want to wrap us up by talking about our production and deployment plans?
Of course. So we've already started production of this new robot at our Boston headquarters, and our entire 2026 supply has already been allocated to Hyundai Motor Group and our new AI partner you'll hear about in a few minutes. We'll add more new customers in 2027. But for now, we're planning additional pilots at Hyundai Motor Group and building a facility that we call the Hyundai Robotics Meta.
You know, I know that like maybe the theme of the stream should be like anti-robots, but I am so pro-robot. I'll be voting for a robot president one day. That's how pro-robot I am. Maggie says HEB store has little robots delivering food locally. I mean, look how cute that is. Sound how look, little robots bringing you little brownies.
Plant Application Center. This center is the cornerstone of our plan to build the most complete data set in the world to train humanoid skills in manufacturing.
I am a clanker
creating
lover.
an
I am
engine
MFT.
for
I am.
deploying tens of
I'm all
thousands
in.
of Atlas robots across Hyundai Motor Group facilities worldwide. It's a data factory. Hyundai Motor Group isn't just deploying the Atlas robots either. They are going to build them. Together, we are building a new robotics factory capable of producing 30,000 Atlas robots a year. This is what's truly required to deliver the full promise of humanoids across the industrial, commercial, and home markets.
My old friend joining us inside the Dome chat. Ballyho, my old friend. First time ever inside the chat. Everyone give a ballyho to my old friend. They're putting a birthday cake, so they must know that it's my birthday. Thank you.
We are so excited to bring Atlas into the world.
I love the name. I do. I love the name. Okay, my friends, we are on the ground. Honestly, that was a very impressive robot. I've never seen a robot walk like that. It truly did look like Stone Cold Steve Austin walking down the aisle, about to open up a can of whoop ass. Let's take a walking tour. So, my birthday today, I've only mentioned it about 17 times. My birthday today, this conference happens every year in Las Vegas. So my birthday and this conference would always overlap with each other, making the freaking hotel prices expensive when I used to live in California. But this is a technology conference where they like bring out all the new tech that's happening, like the phones, the drones, the blah blah blah, whatever the hell is going to be going on. We're going to take a walking tour It's 10 minutes. Let's go check out the new technology.
That time of year again, everyone. It is CES Unveiled. I am here on the floor. I'm going to walk you through the best stuff that I find here, starting out with Unveiled, and I'm going to show you specifically the things that are like going to ship that you're going to be able to buy. So let's go ahead
Can't
and
I just play
get
chess
into it.
on the computer?
Starting off with the return of Pebble. Pebble was like just a cult favorite for the longest time, and now Pebble is back. There's the Pebble Time 2, the Pebble Round, which is new, and then the Pebble Index 1. This one I am really excited about. It's basically kind of like a little recorder on your finger on a ring that'll last.
Outlaw Dogs says, trying to send a birthday video. Ugh. I think I have your birthday video. I think I have your birthday video, Outlaw Dogs. It's about 5 minutes long, so I'm not going to be able to play it just yet. But if you guys want to stick around for Outlaw Dog's birthday video to Mr. Rotella, we'll play it after the White House press conference.
Like 2 years on a single charge. I got to see this entire lineup. There's like thousands of watch faces. The color screens look nice, and I get to see the color finishes on the rings, which again look really sharp. This is great as an alternative to Apple Watch. I mean, even battery life is going to be great. We're looking at 2 to 4 weeks depending on the model that you have, which is great, and they still have many of the features that Apple Watch has. There's like heart rate tracking on the Pebble 2 here. And you're also going to have extra.
You know what? I'd also be like, this conference goes on all week. I would also be interested in watching a much longer video of an actual walkthrough of this. If you would like something like that, I know we definitely have some techie people inside the dome. I mean, I'm not a tech guy at all, but I do enjoy this kind of stuff. If you would like me to do a longer walkthrough of this, put a 1 inside the chat.
Like, you know, step tracking, all of that, but they're very customizable, open source. They look great. It's a great alternative to the Apple Watch. I'm so excited that they're back. Then Withings has its new body scan 2. This is the latest smart scale from the company.
I am looking for the sex bots, Brad. I am.
It actually tracks over like 60 biomarkers every time that you stand on it and complete a scan. A scan will take about 90 seconds when you step on it. It'll do everything from your weight to your BMI to checking your how much muscle you have, all of that. But now it does so much more. All this data is then tracked over in the Withings app, and much of this data can be tracked in the Health app, which is perfect timing as Apple prepares to launch some sort of rumored new health service feature. So I'm really excited for something like this to be launched.
So stepping on something that theoretically is just a scale, you're going to be able to tell me all this stuff about my body? That's insane.
They're bringing a bunch of new metrics here, including like metabolic information. It can tell you hypertension alerts, which is something Apple is similarly doing
I'm always
on
hypertense.
Apple Watch. So it's really cool to see those alerts coming to another device, especially if you do not have an Apple Watch. There's blood oxygen monitoring as well. They look great still. Tempered glass with this retractable stand and that full color display. Xthings is really going in with Matter on their new lineup of security devices. Specifically, we have 3 different locks that we were looking at that all had Matter supports. And then there's also a new camera that is going to be one of the very first to support Matter.
It looks like a
as
little
far
face.
as the locks go, the first one is the Bolt Mission, which was actually announced at CES 2025, but is now preparing to ship. Then we have the Bolt Sense, which has a palm scanner built into it. And then there's the Latch 7 Pro.
Is there anything that I can't put
but
my
designed for
fingerprint in
latch-style
anymore?
doors that could be offices, garage, sheds, indoor, outdoor, anything like that. Both of those are Matter, and they are Aliro ready, which is the Matter open standard for like contactless entry. Then we have the camera itself. This is one of the very first cameras to be announced, and it even works with PoE if you want to go that route. Hyper has a new external storage solution. They are utilizing USB 4 instead of Thunderbolt here and has 80 gigabits per second of throughput for the storage that you put inside. What is great about this, not only does it look very handsome, but
Not
it
yet,
is
Habs.
super modular. Like this will work with many types of NVMe media that are out there, basically PCIe expansion cards, so you can
We're
slide
waiting
these in here
patiently for
and
the sex
you're good
bots.
to go. So add storage to whatever device, whether it's your iPhone, your iPad, your Mac, your PC. You don't need a tool to open this thing up. It just pops right open. You can insert your card. It supports all different sizes of NVMe media, and you are good to go. It's that simple. It also has 2 USB ports. So if you have something that requires more power, like a really high-end NVMe drive, you can still connect to an external power source and then to your host machine and still use this. It has an aluminum enclosure, no tools needed to open it up, and there is a rubber silicone cover that you can put on as well for some added protection. Lutron is expanding its Caseta lineup of shades. Here at CES, they are highlighting their new wooden smart blinds. These are like your
Smart
slat
blinds?
shades that are made out of wood. And honestly, price point is very good, like $429, and it'll work for basically anything up to a certain size, and anything above that will be a little bit extra.
I
But
could
I
use some
really
of those
think
in my cabin.
price point is very solid here. These are really neat too because they can actually follow the sun. You put in their orientation where they are fading, like their cardinal direction,
way.
and they will automatically adjust as the sun moves throughout the day. Comes in 2 different finishes. There's that walnut stain there on the left, and
I got my cabin. I got wood walls inside my cabin. Imagine that, everybody. I'm so used to living in a freaking white little box, like I'm in a fucking padded room my whole life. Now I got wood pine walls, I got a wood ceiling, I got a wood floor, and then the blinds are also brown. It's like I think I wanna go. If I could, I would make the blinds black. That would be a great contrast.
white color there on the right, but it is the same wood on the inside. They can also work with the Pico remote from Lutron, so you can use that to open and close them, adjust the tilt and everything on them, but they work with Apple Home too, so you can include them in any of your smart home scenes, use Siri to open and close them, all of that. I just think these look great. They run off a battery, so you don't have to wire them in. Just a really nice aftermarket solution for you to do yourself. Roborock has some new vacuum cleaners here at CES 2026. There's the new Q Revo there on the left, but I'm really excited about the Saros 20 here on the right. This is the latest version of their flagship robots. It comes in 2 different versions. There's one with a spinning mop and then one with the sonic mop. Sonic mop has additional vibration, so it vibrates faster and stronger than it did in the past, and that actual pad can jut out to the side to clean up right up against the wall, similar to the spinning brush that they had
How
before.
does it work with pet hair?
The Rock Dock here, which not only has a new look of that 2-tone silver, white plastic on the side and silver on the front, has higher temperature water on the inside for cleaning the actual robots when it comes back. But I think these look very nice. The Sonic version here has the retractable navigation system on the top, and the spinning version has their like Starsight next generation laser-based RGB camera navigation system. So there's a few different options there, but they look very cool. Then we went over to SwitchBot. SwitchBot has a new series of locks coming out. There are 2 different models. So the first version here has facial recognition. Basically uses similar to Face ID. It'll paint your face with 20,000 little infrared dots.
No, I want to know what's next to it.
Compared to its on-device model, and will authenticate you to let you in. But then the Pro version will go ahead and add on palm scan reading, so palm vein scans. So you have multiple options for entry here. It does work with Apple Home, so no issues there. But the biggest thing is, like, how do you want to enter your door? Do you want to have your face scanned, your palm scan, ultra wideband to automatically unlock? Let me know what your favorite way is down below in the comments. Govee here has a few new products to check out. Of course, they upgraded some lighting things. They're known for their lighting. But of all the stuff that they announced this year, the thing I was most excited for is their new ice maker. So it is their Nugget Ice Maker Pro, and they fixed a lot of the common problems with ice makers that are out there. So first is a larger capacity, both for where the ice goes as well as the water reservoir. It's a much larger tank. Additionally, it's not so loud. They managed to kind of really make it quiet when the ice tumbles down, so that is good. You still have a magnetic ice scoop there on the side, and I love this little...
Is there anyone with an ice maker that goes, oh my God, could you just be quieter when you tumble down the ice?
effect when you
I mean, those are first world problems, or perhaps ice wall problems.
open the door on this thing, the actual white light kind of just like comes up so you can see
Oh, that's
inside,
great.
scoop your ice out, and then close it. Has a really nice touch screen there on the front so you can change the settings, control all of that. The only downside for me here is that it doesn't have Matter integration. The old version did,
I mean, does
but
that
this
really
one
matter?
doesn't. The good news is it's at least a nugget ice maker. Like, it actually has like the extruded, chewable Sonic style ice, and I think people are going to love that. That is what people are looking for. It's an overall great machine. Maybe they'll add Matter later. For lighting products, there's a new floor lamp 2, or floor lamp 3. The big change on this model is far better color representation.
I do have one of these very, I'll show you. I'll bring it in. Mr. Rotella has a very simple light. Look at this. It kind of, this is my reading light. It goes over the couch. I don't need like I don't need anything fancy. I just need it to read, right? Look at that, huh? Huh? How about that? That's what I use to read all the super secret Illuminati texts that I own.
You can see the colors are super vivid. In person, I was shocked at how bright and colorful this was. They say if you're looking for like a really, really specific
It's a good
pink or
light. I
purple
like it
or
a
whatever
lot.
it happens to be, you can really dial that in with these, and I believe it. They're also using their new Lumi Blend Plus technology for gradients throughout all these new lighting systems, including the 2 different ceiling lights. Lastly, I had to go to Belkin.
David's here, says, where do you even buy something like that? Well, David's here. You have to just like, I think I just put into Amazon like simple bar light or something like that. I'm a simple guy. I just need the light.
Which has new customizable screen protectors. So this technology has been around, but it is new to Belkin. Now, basically, you can go onto the website and you design your screen protector, whatever it happens to be, whether it's just text, a logo, like emoji or something, or you can even choose a bunch of sports teams because they have licenses for those. They will then use a laser to etch onto that screen protector, and it'll show whatever you decided to choose when your phone is off, and then when you turn your phone back on, it goes away. So here we have like the Raiders logo.
Get myself an oil lamp for the cabins, is my own
You don't
friend.
see it anymore. So it's really cool. This is the privacy.
If I got myself an oil lamp, here's what's gonna here's what's gonna happen. Arya's gonna go up to the oil lamp, tip it over, and then my whole place is gonna be on fire.
Version, but they have a regular version as well.
I'm not living in the
It's really neat if you wanna make a
1700s.
customizable screen protector. Moving on to power solutions, I love this. This is their new battery pack that has G2.2 25 watts of wireless charging, 10,000 milliamp hour battery. It has a built-in kickstand there on the back and a little LCD on the side to let you know the battery percentage. But what makes it really unique is it has a secondary magnet ring on the back for connecting additional devices. So if you have like a magnetic wallet or pop socket, you can pop those off, put this battery on, and then put those back on to the back of the battery pack. Lastly, from Belkin is this. This is their new travel charger, and I love it. So again, G2.2, 25 watts of wireless power, the fastest you can do on an iPhone. But this is a 2-in-1. So you have your magnetic puck on top for your iPhone, which extends up into the air, works great in standby mode. Then you have a fast charge Apple Watch puck in the back that you can also use. It comes in like this slate and sand colors, like these earth tones, looks really nice. AirPods already charge on other surfaces, like if you have the wireless charging ones. So if you want to put them on like the Apple Watch puck or the MagSafe puck, that works just fine. So I don't need that third device here. These are perfect. So that is it. That is my favorite stuff that I saw here at Unveiled, but there is so much more. CES is just getting started. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video.